So I was inspired just to meet more people in the community around my age who had hearing loss or a connection to hearing loss because I find it really hard, especially in your 20s and 30s, 40s, to be able to express your hearing loss because everything in that industry is so catered to 60 plus. And, I started this community, Hard to Hear It, a few years ago because I was looking for community and I realized it's time to meet people in person. As much as like the online world is great, why not have an event to meet people in person and to share our stories and become friends in real life?
Yeah, excellent. And yeah, that's where I met you, and I got a copy of your, it blurs on here. You
Yeah.
got it there. Okay. It's called "We're Tired of Explaining 20 Things Hearing People Don't Seem to Get About People with Hearing Loss." And I was flipping through it there. I was like, this is beautiful. Like, I mean, I only have like some hearing loss, some hearing difficulties, but as I actually just spoke to the previous guest about, it's like I realized like this is the best it's ever gonna be, probably. So, and that sounds more doomers than I mean it to, but just meaning that like I've become aware that I am getting on in my life, and I mean 40 is still very young, realistically, but it is a thing that like, and two, the other thing I mentioned to the past guest was that I've had my hearing tested professionally within the last like I think year and a half now, and I apparently test completely within normal ranges for my age. Like, but between the tinnitus and the auditory processing issues from autism, I have been struggling a lot more in recent years. So, yeah. I didn't know if you had any comments that you wanted to give based on that, or we can jump into the questions if you want.
Well, I mean, it's fascinating that you said like when they said it was normal for your age. I feel like that is an interesting statement for like a professional to make because what does that mean? Like, does it mean that everyone's hearing slowly declines as we age? Like, is that what like is to be expected? Because if that's the case, I think education in the hearing health industry as a whole does need to improve on explaining that to people and explaining the entire process of like what hearing loss can look like as we grow older.